Okay. Brittany, thank you so much. My name is Lami, and I'm glad you're here for us to talk about my research, um, subject and discussion. I really appreciate your, allowing me to interview you.
You're
Um,
welcome.
all right. So first of all, I would like to ask you a few questions concerning how you were able to acquire literacy. As a child, when you were growing up in your parents' home or your guardian's home, how did you acquire literacy? I mean, like reading and writing.
Okay. I read a lot because we had a library at home. My mother reads a lot. Reads a lot of books. She's in a book club, and so because it was just me and her growing up, I did most of the things that she did, which was reading. And so I read all the time. Just pull the book out and read. And plus, in school, we had to read books, so that also helped. For writing, I remember when I used to write spelling.
Mm-hmm.
My mama would make me stay up until I could spell words correctly, or my
Wow.
handwriting wasn't right. So she would be, "That's not right. Do it over. Write it over." And so because of her being consistent with the way I write and the way I spell and sounding words out, and then reading, seeing the words,
Mm.
I was able to read a lot and like reading. And so I'm able to write because I read. So
Yeah, so but as a child, how did you start reading? Like,
because she read, I just picked up a book. We have a library.
yeah, but was she teaching you how to read like children books first of all before you started pulling out books to read on your own?
If she did, I wouldn't remember.
Oh, okay.
She might have read me Cinderella and Pocahontas, the fairy tale books, but
Mm-hmm.
if she did, I wouldn't remember. And I more than likely learned in school, and then when I came home, reading.
Mm-hmm.
So she probably helped me read that when I got home. She probably
Okay.
helped me read when I got home.
Right. So I've actually talked to a few, African American ladies and men, and
Hmm.
some of them told me that they started reading in their homes um, with from the Bible, and I think it depends on the time that those people were born, because like somebody who was born in the early 70s, of course, will start reading the Bible from home. Okay, so and what was your experience in high school?
With the Bible, was just period.
Okay, so but when you go to college, what does it feel like to be in college and in advanced kind of literacy? Because your experience when you're in high school is different from what you have now. So what can you tell me about your experience in commerce?
Well, in high school, I um, I want to say we read some advanced books. I've read some advanced book outside of high school. So when I
Mm-hmm.
got to college, it was just more reading and more words that I didn't know. And the
Mm.
reading wasn't hard. It was just I had to see what I was reading about, what is it
Mm.
talking about, and then see what the overall goal of the paper is. And that's probably the only different thing that I have seen from high school to college about reading. I don't think it's that much harder or different to me. Maybe it could be just me because I like reading. So I think that's about it.
So how about writing? Is it easier for you to write than to read, or easier for you to read than to write?
It's easier
Because
to me to read than write because I don't think I'm that good of a writer.
and what are you doing to improve yourself in writing?
I don't think that I'm practicing any other writing skills for writing besides writing the papers that my teacher asked for me to write and the feedback that he gives me or he or she
Yes.
gives me
Mm-hmm.
that I can improve from there. When I was taking English, I took my papers to the writing center.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't took any that I have in my upper level classes to the writing center. I give it to my teacher. I will have him approve it. If you think this is good, this is what you're looking for. or get that before I write the paper.
Right.
And look up other things, other formats, other examples to see if that's what I should be writing or how I should be writing. That's probably how it was different than before, my poor writing skills that I think I have.
Okay, so but when you have like assignments to write, like first of all, what's your major?
Biology.
Okay, so that means you don't do a lot of writing. Okay, so anyway, but you have interest in going to graduate school.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because I know that not many African Americans go to graduate school. Not so many of them are interested in going to graduate school. But you are so much interested in doing that. What is your motivation?
Well, my grandmother always wants me to increase my education. Every opportunity that's available to you, and you should take part in it. I know graduate school is supposed to be a lot of work, and 45 pages. It might sound like that. It's so big, but once you get into it, you know what you're doing. It won't be that bad. And so, if you have some way to increase and expand your mind, and it's available, I don't see a problem why you shouldn't do it while you're there. If you have the resources and you're able to do it, then why not take the chance and do it? That's what I personally feel about graduate school. And of course, higher degrees, more money, you look better, you have something over the competition. Those things also are perks. But that would be the reasons.
Okay, well, all right. So, you say your major is biology. So, what do you hope to do with that degree?
I plan on being a doctor, going to medical school.
Wow.
Now, if it doesn't fall the way that I want to, I would plan to get my master's in a doctoral degree and probably try to teach that. Now, in high school, middle school, or college, I haven't specified. But my first and foremost goal is being a doctor. So that's what I want to do.
Wow. Well, that's great. Okay. You are planning to become McNair Scholar, and McNair is actually designed to recruit undergraduate students into graduate school to do research. What are your plans, and why do you think that McNair is important to you?
From the past history of McNair, it has a reputation of building excellent students from the program, and about the research and the people that are there to help you, the mentors and things of that nature. And I think McNair Scholars will help me because it's a resource, and I know that with the program you have so many opportunities to expand and research, and other schools that have the program, that you're not limited to let me think of the word I want to say. You're not limited in the things you can do, and I had never knew about the program. And so learning about what the outcome goal of giving back once you get the degrees and then you teach at the end, I think I like that aspect. And then it helps minority students get degrees or master's degrees.